سلام دوستان رفقای عزیز، امیدوارم عالی باشید. بریم سریع سراغ ادامه بازی گادافوار که قسمت قبلی رفتیم با حدی برای گفتن نذاشت و بازی دقیقه یک افت. ببینیم چی داره ادامه باز. خب اینجا میتونیم برگردیم فکر کنم آپدیت اینا بکنیم که فعلا کار نداریم. قسمت قبلی هم که دیدیم اودین اومد و تور اومد و
Where are we going?
The old temple on the
نفر
wild.
داشتیم با هم دیگه. حالا
It'll be easier to explain
این یه
once you're
چیزی
there.
آتریوس پیدا کرده، بریم
Godin
سراغش
say
ببینیم
anything else while you were outside?
Yeah.
چی
Said he
میخواد
doesn't care
بهمون
about
بگه.
Jotunheim anymore.
مپ
The
آپدیت
giants
شد.
can keep their secrets. He's averted Ragnarok his own way. You think he knows all the giants are dead?
I'm more concerned that it no longer matters to him. What's he up to?
خب
What happened here?
مرسی.
So close to home.
Are raiders warring with one another now?
Those are not their
خنجرامون
arrows. Something
برداشتیم.
else is out here.
ببین راست خبر من چک کنیم چی نمید. بریم.
More over here. And fresh. Did they all get in while the stave was down?
That, or Odin cocked up the protection spell altogether?
یه چیزی اینا رو
What do you see?
تیر
Just animal
چی
tracks.
ببینیم. واقف های حیوان
Almost to the bridge. Oh, guess the bridge gave out. Gonna need another path to the temple.
Why would you come out this way alone, lad?
I had dreams calling me here. Whoa, that one's still alive.
No. Look closer.
Hell Raiders now? Who's doing this?
Suppose it's too much to hope that an enemy of theirs would be a friend of ours.
Yeah, probably.
چیکارش کنه.
Whoa! Could have warned me.
اوه داشت ما آزادت کردیم.
Seriously, who'd be stringing up raiders like that?
کجا با؟ موافق کن. اینجا چیه؟
See something down there?
نه سکه بود فقط. بریم بچه بریم چی؟
Oh,
Bloody hell,
Oh.
brother. What was that?
something strong and dangerous. Beyond
این چیز
God.
قوی و
Oh yeah,
خطرناک.
being all the way up.
اوه
This bridge collapsed.
Oh, a while ago. Wasn't me.
اینا رو چی داری؟
Whatever it is, it works fast.
همه جای بازی رو چرخیم و میگردیم. اینا چیه؟
There's the temple now. Just need to find a way around.
آه. بریم بریم. خب کنم اینجای باس فایتی برا
Remember when
بشه.
I said there was someone who might help us get answers about the giants and Loki?
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands, who is dead.
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on
از
seeing he
ارتفاع
wasn't
بلندم
found.
Right?
اینجوری
He
میره
knows Tyr
نه
could unite the realms against him. Plus, Tyr was the giants' greatest ally. So,
Enough.
چیه عنکبوته؟ مرد جالب انگیزه. برو جایی خیلی تاریک میشه. نورش البته خوبه اینجا که روشنه. نمی‌کنم.
look out!
Well, they return from the dead rather swiftly, don't they? Right flank!
باش شدم. اسکیل داد برم. چیزی با ما شد. چیزی با ما شد.
That pillar wasn't in the way last time I came.
مرسی. در رو اینجوری باز و بسته بید.
Like I was saying, Tyr was an ally to the giants, so he'd be on our side if we find him. And if anyone might know who I'm supposed to be, it's him. If he's out there, we gotta find him.
اینجا
Those are many ifs, Atreus. What do you know?
You'll see soon.
اون رو ببینیم برگردیم سر جاش. نه مرسی.
What do you think?
Can't imagine what the lad's found, but he says he has evidence. We've come this far. Let's see it.
جعبه میبینم. گوه اینجا که نمیتونیم.
Many dead here.
We should keep moving.
اینو بزنیم. شارژ میشه.
Father, use your blade. Burn them.
کار نمیکنه.
On your right.
مرسی.
Watch out!
زیاد شد.
Watch out!
Left side.
Left side, brother! Already. Fire behind you!
There you go. برو خونت. Cheers.
Isn't it nice how Fimbulwinter wore down all the helpful magic we acquired? Yet somehow new terrors only flourish. As if on cue.
Music.
Nisa!
Kill. Winterman.
Yup, you got it. Wonder who they mean.
بکش مرد زمستانی.
We climb.
On it.
اونو بردار.
Ah,
Winter.
he has gotten rather good at that. Yet another grisly scene. I've seen my share of bloodshed, but this is an awful lot for one morning.
اون شو بردار. برو بالا.
Brother!
اوه. استوپیانو ها.
A stalker! On your guard, brother. I think we found our predator.
Your torch is glowing. Might be a weak point.
که جلو. شاخش که روشن میشه باید تیرکمون انفجاری دارم. یه برو بابا. تمام. زن گوزنی.
Fimbulwinter Freya, the raiders Stornode and barging in, and now stalkers preying our
Bastard.
woods. This is no safe haven anymore.
خب اولی قدرتمون رو پیدا کردیم. شیلد رو با تعجب زده. شکسته. Broken Guardian Shield. شکسته نمیشه. گاردین شیلد میشه شکسته باشه میتونه دفاع کنه. چجوری باید درستش کنم؟ نمیدونم. من چی نداره. خب دلیه کنگر دارم. آریه کو بزنم. شکسته واقعا تبرمون. خب یک آها اینو میخوایی نشون بدی. حله آریه کنگر داریم قدرت همونه و سپره شکسته خراب شده. چیکارش رو بکنم؟ امروز گزینه‌ای نداره که. اسکیل نمیدونم. بریم جلوتر فکر کنم.
Father, the shield Mom gave you.
Thor damaged it. For now.
Perhaps the dwarves could take a look at it.
Perhaps. Later.
Come on, we can get in this way.
Atreus.
Okay. You remember all those shrines we found, telling the stories of giants? How the panel on the left would be their origin, and the panel on the right would be their fate?
Yes, we found many. I have seen them.
Well, there's more to them than we realized.
خب چی اینجا نیست که چی بود میکنی؟
Well, the collapsed pillar is new, but the shrine is just on the other side. That should help.
مرسی.
There we go. Come on.
خب
Things
اینجا
collapsing on a regular basis in these parts.
Fimbulwinter wears down all things, even stone.
بوردا
You watching?
No, داره
Well, that's new.
نه یه چیز جدید
Come on.
Atreus, wait!
Yeah, I don't think he's waiting.
میگه سب کن آتروس میگه فکر نمیکنم سب کن
What is this, lad?
اینجا
Where are we?
کجاست
Somewhere only giants were meant to see. These shrines tell their stories to the world.
جایی که من
It
یه
turns out the real
قوله
stories,
دیدم
the secret stories, those they kept here, inside. You remember the story of Skull and
داستان
Hati?
مخفیه که این تو نگرش داشتن
Odin captured them because he thinks it'll help him control when Ragnarok starts.
I remember.
But that's not the whole story. See, this shows the giants setting Skull and Hati free.
They're free. Is this the past or the future?
Depends when you're looking at it.
Spoken like a giant.
See? The
این
wolves are safe.
گذشته یا آینده
Somewhere
است
in
این
Vanaheim.
قصیده
Well, the
چجوری
first
نگاه
place
کن
Odin would look, I suppose.
There they are, chasing the sun and moon.
Old habits.
Until, look, the moon gets stolen. Somehow.
Atreus.
See? Hati's got nothing to chase.
And they say celestial theft is a victimless crime.
Not totally sure who this is, but someone comes along and rescues the moon. And then, the moon blocks out the sun.
A total eclipse. Haven't seen one of those in 100 winters.
But then they chase an arrow, and things go back to normal.
What does any of this have to do with...
We're coming to that. Look, here's Ragnarok.
دو
Do
تا
you see
گور
who's
که
leading the armies against Odin? That's Tyr. If he's gonna be around at Ragnarok, that means he's gotta be alive. Right?
Mimir, can this be?
Odin told me he killed Tyr, and he trusted me at the time, or so I thought.
What if he didn't kill him? What if he's just had him locked up somewhere all this time?
We are back to ifs. Enough.
Wait,
We are going home.
wait! I have one more thing to show you. It's just out here.
تیر با اودین درگیر شدن و اودین میگه که کشتتش ولی مثل که شاید میگه شاید نکشته باشدش اینجا زندانیش کرده باشه
What is this?
everything I found. Well,
Shit.
almost everything.
آقا این که اول بازی
That's giant
قایم
craftsmanship.
کرد.
You've been to Jotunheim again?
No, I found it in one of the other shrines.
Other shrines. How many have you visited?
Well, all of them? All the ones I could still get to in Midgard anyway. I don't know what it is, but it's important. Just like all this.
نمیدونم چیه ولی خیلی مهمه مثل اینا سنده اینا.
I saw an image of Tyr imprisoned, but I couldn't tell where. There are hints inside the other shrines. You mention black
به
smoke
تیه رو دیدم که
and
توی زندان
bleeding earth,
یادم کجاست.
but we could never figure out exactly.
We.
Yeah, Sindri's been helping me. Look, I talked him into it. It wasn't his idea. I just needed someone to watch my back.
Black smoke. Bleeding earth.
دود سیاه.
Could the prison be in Muspelheim?
انگلیسی زمین.
Unlikely. Odin's got no presence to speak of in the primordial realms. But the Bleeding Earth? Sounds like a mine, aye.
The realm of the dwarves, perhaps.
Svartalfheim, that's a good bet. Their mines did belch black smoke, and Odin's had his thumb on the dwarves for a very long time.
That's it then. Tyr's in Svartalfheim somewhere, imprisoned in a mine. So, what now?
دنبال زندانن که تیر میگن توش زندانیه میگه توی سرزمین دورفاست احتمالاً
This way.
Eternal.
Lad, even if we consider looking for Tyr, how do you have us getting to Svartalfheim? You know Odin's had all travel between realms locked up tight.
Sindri said he had an idea or two about that.
Sindri is full of ideas.
Huh. Ground looks kind of cracked there. Nista!
بپر میپری چجوری باید بریم اونجا پسره کجا ده
Remember when we fought our first troll out this
نه
way?
I
چیه
remember you lost control.
We must tread carefully, brother. Danger is
نه
close.
کنم
You okay fighting without a shield?
It's not my first time.
میگه بدون سپر اوکی میگه دفعه اولمه سپر
Mimir, what did you hear of Odin's offer?
To the lad? Not much. They stepped outside. But he told us about it. I wouldn't worry.
What about the things he did not tell us?
بالا چه خبره بریم اوه سپر نداریم اوه گندهشون اومد.
Phew. Almost home.
Brother, a word. Don't hold the lad's curiosity against him. It goes with being young.
In my youth, we learned obedience.
And is that what you wish for him? Brother, he's going to walk his own path. If you don't want him walking away from you, then smarten up and walk with him a while.
If we could find a way to open
این
the door
بچه باید
to the
بذاری
farm, bet there'd be all sorts of
سیر
useful
خودشو بره. آره.
We will go.
Really?
But if we do not find Tyr, you will abandon your search. For good.
All right. You won't be sorry.
میریم دنبال تیرایی پیداش کردیم. مثلا نمیدونم تو این ور چیه؟ اینجا. خب
Kratos! Over here!
سیلو
Sentry!
As I live and breathe, is that
Sentry.
Atreus? It's been so long! How you've grown!
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you'll follow me, Brock mentioned you needed somewhere safe to spend the night, and I believe your favorite dwarves can help you out with that. We're still your favorite dwarves, right?
You're still the only dwarves we know.
I'll take it. After you, my friends.
می‌گم تو اینجا که شب استراحت
Where are we
کنیم.
going?
The cleanest cabin in all the Nine Realms, and I prefer it to stay that way. Not looking at anyone in particular. Kratos. After that Thor incident, we thought we should make up some rooms, till you can figure out your next moves. Nearly there. As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms. It's nothing much, but it's safe from Fimbulwinter, safe from Odin's eyes. And you really can't beat the view if you're into shimmering gray voids.
amazing,
Cinder's house.
We have a plan to
Name.
talk to you about, actually.
Intriguing. Come in. Come in. Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait. You're not gonna wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there. The kitchen is just over there. Any...
می‌خواهم تمیز کنید بعد بریم تو.
Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
کسی
What
اسنک
we
می‌خواد؟
need is your help getting to Svartalfheim so we can try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr. Alive? I mean, that's... What?
It's okay. I told him everything.
Everything?
You aided my son in disobeying.
من یه چه بهش گفتم.
I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now
خودش
is that we're
تحت
trying to open up
کنترل
travel
و هم
between
بوده
realms
من
again.
کاری نکرد.
You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Oh! The Holder brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Not so fast.
به به.
How
خیلی ششم.
What the hell
چجوری اومدی اینجا؟
That is my son.
Well, what in all yarns me that happened to him?
too damn tall now. He looks like that.
خیلی
I
بزرگ
blame
شده.
you. Well, come on then. Let's get him something
تو
that fits
مقصر
at
بودی.
least.
He's just getting older, you daft prat. Didn't you ever have an awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
I suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know what's good.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
Do you know this?
سفر رو درست کن ببینیم.
Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well,
یه بود جدید نمیخواد میگه نه خیلی برام مهم.
in the meanwhile, how about I fix you
ببینیم
up with
چیکار
something to
کنیم.
get you by?
خب
I only got materials to make one of these in the here and now. You bring me more resources, we'll see what we can do.
اوه سپرا رو سی دیفنس 10 دیفنسش 10 میتونیم هم سپر قدیمی که برای این ریسورس نداریم اوه کدومو بگیریم حالا دیفنس این دوه دو تا دیفنسش 10 این هم اگه این فکر کنم قدیمی است که شکسته میگه که متریال نداری برای اپگرید کردنش درست کردنش فکر کنم الان باید اینو بگیریم یا اینو خیلی گنده است این فکر کنم سرعت و اینا رو بگیره این باز طبیعی خب بریم تو آرمور کرافت سم کستوم
If the kid's gonna insist on getting taller, best make a habit of swinging in for new duds.
یه زره باش درست کردم اینم از این خب دیگه چی داری؟ اینو میتونیم آپدیت کنیم بریم اول
Looks like Thimblewinter's been hard on our girl. Give her here. She's overdue for some promise.
تاورمون آپدیت کنیم سورس نداریم شیلد هم که
Found some
گرفتیم
items you left behind. Tossed them in the chest.
ای
What would you do without?
نه یه بار دیگه باید
I'm gonna
اشتباه
go look
شد
around. Check out my room. Tell Sindri when you're ready.
خب میریم دور نمیکنم اتاقم چه کنیم. خب این فقط دفاعیه، این هم قدرت رو بیشتر میکنه، هم همین هم میتونیم آپدیت کنیم. استرنج اون میشه 12، دیفنس اون میشه 3. این استرنج اون 2 تا میره بالا، این استرنج اون 5 تا میره بالا، این دیفنس هم اضافه میکنه، این دیفنس اون 3 تا میره بالا، قدرتمون 11 تا میره بالا.
Hey, where's the armor I made you?
I used
تروفی
it.
هم
I
گرفتیم و
busted my shapely hunkers, forging
Yeah.
every manner of breastplate and pauldron in all of creation. And yet now you stand before me,
برای
two
آپدیت
steps from
این
butt-ass naked. Maybe this go-round use a
این
little
کاری
more,
نداریم.
huh?
I will not.
اینو میتونیم بگیریم، اینو آپدیت کنیم، دیفنس همون 10 تا میره بالا، قدرت همون 3 تا، دیفنس هم 6 تا میره بالا. همین باید بریم متریال بگیریم همین آپدیت کنیم، خیلی بهتره. این چی؟ اینم نداریم برای آپدیتش. اینم
Now
که
don't go get yourself
Yeah.
killed, hear me?
Very well.
Oh. یه بار دیگه
Need
ببخشید.
something special?
اینم که چک کردیم، اسپیشیال آیتمز هم که نداریم، سلام
What?
که
You just came
فعلا
to stare?
هیچ. این چیه؟ او
I knew he left
Oh.
something behind.
What'll it be?
آها یه دونه آهن گرفتیم.
Ready when you are.
این چی؟ اینو میتونیم الان یه دونه آهنگی گرفتیم اینجا.
Damn, am I good or what? That ought to last you a little while.
Very good.
And how's life been treating everyone's
Oh, چی میگی؟
favorite as your Vulgarian?
The fuck you call me?
Exquisite.
سبز شد یه ذره هر آپدیت کردیم. خب یه ذره زد ببخشید.
See?
یه
I
چیزی
knew you
گفته
wanted a snack.
دیدی؟ میدونستم اسنک میخوای اومدیم میبر بود.
Come see. I guess this is where they store the food. Nice to have
That's
options if
all.
I wake up hungry.
Finding everything all right, I hope?
How do we unlock the realms?
We'll just need something from back at the workshop. Follow me, and be sure to bring the head. So, where exactly is
چجوری
your being held?
در
He's in prison in a
بین
mine somewhere. That's all we know so
چیزا
far.
ریلمز
The realm is full of
درست
mines, you
می‌کنی.
realize. You'll need help
که
narrowing
بیا
it
بهت بگم.
down. Oh, you should talk to Derlin.
Who's Darlin?
ریلم
He's a cousin of ours.
سخت
Works for the city on safety issues.
ریلمز
Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend of Odin. That's why your mother sought his help when she was trying to whip up a rebellion. Ready?
A rebellion? Did you know about that?
I did not.
A rebel leader who knew Mom. Sounds like exactly what we need.
I think you missed the ta-da. Well, never mind. I'll have this oiled up in no time. Meet you at the gateway outside.
Rebel leader? Derlin? If that ain't giving a hound a haircut.
Huh?
And you just remember things
Atreus.
however...
All right. See you out there, Sindri. You hear that?
حرف زیاد می‌زنه.
We'll just need the Bifrost in the head. Brock, do the touching.
Oh, this would be the part requiring my assistance then.
You said it. This device here has been crafted to your measurements. It'll help you get a better look at the problem with those Bifrost eyes of yours.
دستگاهش
do I
کن.
control this thing somehow then?
Oh, no. This is just to hold you in place while we shine this light in your eyes.
Oh, Cindy, you sodding bastard!
Open! Open now! I was really hoping not to use the eyelid clamps.
Do it.
That's it! That's it! Good! Now, release!
Go on, Pleasant.
That's our cue. Come on, hurry!
I'm coming.
Rasfalker's eggs, man. What was that for?
You'll see soon enough. Just there. That should do it. See? No permanent damage.
داره درست کرد.
Permanent damage, you wee fuck. Kratos, throw me at him. Horns first.
Guess you takes a joke, you old goat.
The Bifrost is broken.
Now that we've reconfigured these gateways to use Yggdrasil seeds, you won't need a travel table or a Bifrost lamp anymore.
I also used it for light.
Okay, good note. I'll figure something out, but first, come on, let me show you how it works. Okay, aim your key at the rune for Svartalfheim on the right, then concentrate. That's Midgard in the middle. I know you're not going back there anytime soon. To get to any of those realms, you'll need a seed for them.
پایین میتونیم اینجوری دیگه جا به جا میشیم بین سرزمین ها.
This should take you to the wetlands outside Nidavellir City. Just make your way to the town square and ask for Durlin at the tavern.
You sure they'll know him at the tavern?
Durlin's always been an inveterate inebriate. I suppose he might have completely changed, but in my experience,
Do you want to come with us?
Oh, I might drop in, but the wetlands are moist. And the Grim are everywhere. Hostile, slimy, foul-smelling creatures. But good luck!
Thanks. Wait, what?
I said good
بودو
luck!
بودو بودو.
Whoa, do you feel that?
What's
خب
that, lad?
Anything, everything. It's warm. We can
Germo.
probably use this boat. If I can just get it free.
لیر
Careful, lad.
همچین چیزی.
Ah! Why are these things so fast?
اوه اوه اینا چیه معلولک؟
Hug it down!
Mind you, watch out!
اوه
Rest on the left!
Nista! Nista.
I see we're already off to a lively start.
Atreus, you dropped your guard.
I got the boat free though.
اینجوری.
Head through these channels when you're ready. I still can't believe Mom led a whole rebellion here against Odin and never talked about it.
The fact that it didn't go well might have covered that notion.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
Did you ever ask?
Eyes on the water. There are resources.
If you never asked Mom about what she used to do, what did you talk about when you met? Like, did you just say, "Woman, guard the house. I will go to catch fish in the river," and then leave for 5 days?
No. Your mother was far better at fishing than I.
آره باباشو در میاره میگه وقتی مامان میگه چی گفتی؟ دور اینجا بزن. صداقه
Did you see that over there?
در میگه
That wheel is blocking the channel.
I imagine if you can turn it, we should be able to get through.
So these are wetlands, huh? Pretty accurate.
It is a bog.
آه
The smell is making my eyes burn.
You know, it is a fair bit more potent than when I last visited, now that you mention it.
Looks like the path continues on the other side of that geyser. If only we were in Midgard. That water'd be frozen in the second.
باید یخ میکردیم که بچ اوه از این صندوقا یکیش کجاست؟ یکی اینجا باشه یکیش بود شاید باید بریم از اون بالا مانا از اینجا که من می‌بینم. بریم ببینیم
Tyr was a friend to the Giants. I wonder if he and Mom ever met. If he was a part of the rebellion here.
It's certainly possible. The god of war often advocated for the giants. Although I don't recall if he ever declared allegiance outright.
Come on. There's gotta be a faster way to get down there.
ببینیم
Aye, do Give him what for.
برو مات. یه جلو. کنیم بشینی نایدیم جون 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 اوه خیلی گذشت برو سامنا رو بسکن
Okay, there's gotta be some way to turn the wheel up here.
Go there! Give a man some warning if he's about to suddenly end up snout deep in cheek.
The ground.
Was that an earthquake?
An occasional but not unheard of happenstance in Svartalfheim. With all the mining here, the land's bound to be a wee bit bothered.
Think you can reach the wheel from here?
چرخ رو باید بچرخونیم که تون رد شیم
Oh wow, nice job getting it to lower exactly where we need it. I was thinking, because it's so warm, maybe it's not that the cold hasn't made it here yet, but maybe it's just different in Svartalfheim?
Aye, lad. Fimbulwinter doesn't strike all realms quite the same way.
Weird that Fimbulwinter doesn't always make it
بالا
winter.
In Midgard it does, but as you can see, the effects here appear far
میشه
more
بالا
gaseous in nature. Observe the geysers. Observe the aforementioned aroma. These effects were present before in some form, but now there's new extremity to them.
سیب سبز اودین اپل جونمون زیاد کرد بله خب بریم دیگه
Think we can fit under that bridge?
Salto.
Behind you! Look out!
نوا کردیم و نوارم.
Father, up there.
طيبة. شكرا. شو زدیم؟
Find anything good up there?
اونجا ممکنه بری جا میبینی این برگردیم یا کنم ما رو بتونه بره بتونه نمیتونه راش از یه ور دیگه باشه میره این چیه؟ سوپره؟
Behind you! Incoming! They cap those geysers?
چیه؟
I think we need to get that wheel moving, but the water doesn't reach.
اون یه جا دیگه آب و ببندیم این رو باید ببندیم که اون قدرتش بیشتر شد و بریم بالا کنم اینجوری رنجات بزنم.
Mind you, Watcher!
مرسی عجب.
Those things are
آره چیز سپر خوبی. خب اومدیم اینجا.
okay. We froze one of those geysers. Is there another one somewhere?
اونو باید اینجوری یخ بزنم. نمیخوره بهش.
Hey, did that geyser up there just get stronger? When you froze the geyser, the pressure must have changed for the ones around it.
مولا.
Dad, wheels moving and the gate coming down.
That's dwarven ingenuity for you.
Back to the boat.
If the dwarves of this realm are anything like Rock and Sindri, it's hard to imagine them siding with Odin.
Well, all too often people are blinded to all but their immediate self-interest. Odin offered them safety, and defying him can be quite dangerous.
Maybe they just need a couple of gods to come along and take the fight to him.
Atreus,
بزنش.
it's not why we are here.
I was only joking.
War is not a joke, especially where gods are concerned.
چیز شوخی کرد من نفهمیدم چی گفت. نیدم اصلا مناظر بود. من شوخی کردم بابا میگه که جنگ شوخی نداره اصلا با خدا.
It seems, Atreus, you intend to recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving. I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. Maybe we could just try to enjoy the warmth? Looks like we gotta find a way to open that gate if we want to get to Nidavellir.
خب این تور اساسی باید
Too
بزنیم.
fast.
Then how shall we catch it?
موجود جدید
Flank it. Attack from behind.
خاک.
Must be a better vantage point. Somewhere we can attack it without it seeing us.
دیگه تو خاک برش کنم کنیم چه
Halfway there. There's gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate.
نیستش.
Look, there's a chain we can pull up there.
Oo.
Target down!
Oo.
Nista!
Olafız.
Think you can uncover that geyser from here? Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the geyser, the pressure will turn the wheel.
Hop, yöntem.
Block's coming down. There's still the other chain to pull, but how are we gonna get to it?
Şeyden bana.
Is there something else we can hit?
Bir şey.
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
I still don't see how we can get up to that chain.
Sağlarlarken bir şey zaten. Yine biri ne şey ne biri
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
Nice one.
ya
Can you see anything from that block?
ben de bana ne biri inene biri bana what
What about freezing the geyser under the wheel?
چجوری میشه؟ نمیره.
That's one of
Freeze کنیم
Gabasier's
که اینا
poems.
رو
Very highbrow. You should collect any others you find.
فاضله‌ش هم جذاب‌تر شد. جذاب‌انگیز.
Plaid, if I
Back on
may.
there.
What exactly are you hoping to learn from Tyr?
Well, like I said, I was hoping you could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History.
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble
چجوری
as
باز
myself.
We have no
Wrong
proof
way.
Tyr is truly here.
Right. You did it! Let's see what it
پشتش
dropped.
خوبی هم داشت. اون سه آهنم بود. میگذاریمش خوب بود. باید میزدیمش این. خب
That earthquake earlier. You think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, you might be onto something, lad.
Atreus, look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
شهر
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
دورف
An alarm.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Why all that for us, though?
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
تمامش قایم میشه. خب
Hey,
ادامه بدیم.
could we talk to you
We
for...
don't want any trouble, please.
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the tavern Sindri mentioned on our own.
این چیه؟ چجورا میشه؟ نه شد. Mhm. یه جوری فکر کنم
Here, really
Bush,
are
right?
incredible.
The detail in the woodwork is
Machine
quite
was-
extraordinary.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear him.
چجوری باز میشه؟ این چجوری باز میشه؟ مرد بهش ولی باز نشد. بریم حالا برگردیم دیگه دوباره اینجا رو.
Sindri!
Hello. I'd return your surprise, but I did know you'd be here. I've got something for you.
بازم پیدا شد. نه چی هست باید کنم الان فعال بشه.
What is it, dwarf?
همین فکر کنم برای من.
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok. Oh, if these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Oh, you are long overdue for a replacement. Taking
But
advantage
I'm gonna
of
use the corner.
certain material. Ow. Structural
Hold on,
sensitivity
jump.
to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action. Whew. There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say, Skialfa. Skialfa.
Ah!
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to disturb half the creepy crawlers in need of a leer.
How was I supposed to know they were there? Okay,
خب not.
Derlin. Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy tavern? The sewer you just punched a hole through seems promising, though.
Atreya, this way.
Best of luck.
Seems like neither of Valyr's locked down because of us.
Outsiders are not welcome here.
I imagine that large statue of Odin has something to do with it.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of, to keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Tavern's gotta be around here. Maybe we can try knocking on some doors for directions. Let's just keep moving.
A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion. Quite a sharp wit she had until she turned to like subtle means of resistance.
سایربون
Yapa!
اینجا اومدی چند
Look, over there. Sorry to bother you.
Tell him something, please bugger off.
کدوم آورده کجایی
Kindly bugger off.
This looks promising, right? That's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
I think that's him. Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are
آهنگ زمین
intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Derlin.
یا اگه میخواید منو
We both
بکشین
know
بزنین
that's
آهنگم
not
بزنم تموم شد
Derlin's got no
رو
friends.
من دنباله یه دوستم
But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess.
What mess?
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head. I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
این چیز بود از این مأموریت های حاشیه‌ای بود که مثلا آدم رو به چکش اینجوری دیگه تاییدش کرد بریم بریم ترک رو زدم فکر کنم شد سرویس اصلا ترک ببینید اینجا رو کجور باید یه چیزی باید بدیم جدید باشه اینجا رو نمیشه
I think I see something. Could you maybe...
No! Thank you!
اینه چجوری میشه را
It's amazing. After all my time away, there is truly nothing I missed about this place.
خب بس
Another of Cavassier's poems.
شعر کاواسیر خب آقا الکسی رو آپدیت کنم و برای قسمت بعدی بریم ادامه قصه. من که داره خوش میگذره به اعمال میده. حالا شما رو نمیدونم اگه دوست داشتید لایک کنید ویدیو رو، سابسکرایب کانالم فراموش نشه برای کمک به من. دارم دوست داشته باشید. ادامهش هم که خواهیم رفت دیگه. حدود 25 ساعت داستان اصلی بازیه. با داستان حواشی و اینا بیشترم طول خواهد کشید. پس سیستم مثلا 20 تا ویدیو حداقل 20 قسمت داریم از این بازی. مواظب خودتون باشید تا قسمت بعدی، ویدیوهای بعدی. فعلا خداحافظ.